Hello, we are back with the Talos Principle 2, here to solve some more puzzles today. Last time that we played, we entered this spectacular area here. You're not even getting to see it in full right now since I'm like at this particular spot, but like just the structures here are just incredible, and I can't wait to see more. Let's start though by talking to a friend over here, good old Melville. Hi, Melville.
1K, listen, I wanted to ask you something.
Oh?
From your perspective, as someone who's still new to our society, do you think New Jerusalem betrayed Athena?
Yes, in a democracy, people are not obliged to support what their leaders want them to. No, it was necessary to turn away from her ideas. New Jerusalem isn't monolithic. Oh goodness. I'll say this.
It's not, you're right. And Byron and a handful of others stood up for Athena. But what did I do? Just kept working. The occasional sarcastic remark isn't resistance. It's not fighting for something. It's just thinly disguised apathy.
It wasn't your fault. You can't change history by yourself. If you believe that you're wrong, make different choices now. Yeah. Don't let your empathy for Athena make you forget your legitimate doubts. Say this.
I will. But it's hard not to regret the past.
I think that's a very human feeling. I had another question apparently. How do you feel about Mayor Hermanubis as a leader?
When I think about the state New Jerusalem is in, he's put us all in danger. I don't know if he really believes in the goal or if it's just a convenient myth, but I don't care. This is not how you build a living civilization.
Where do you think Cornelius is?
I don't know. I suspect he's around here somewhere, biding his time. But what he's waiting for, not a clue.
Do you think the goal is a myth?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, that was straight and to the point. What do you want to do with your future?
I'd like to help make New Jerusalem the city it was meant to be. And then I'd like to help build new cities. On Earth and up there too. Cities nobody's ever imagined before.
If anybody can do it, I think Melville can. Why was it so easy for people to believe in the goal?
Because there's no effort involved. Building a better world means taking responsibility. It means making choices and living with their consequences. Surrendering to nature is just letting go.
She could have a pointer. Alright, we'll see you later, Melville. So it looks like next we need to head to number 6, which is in this direction. I'm just gonna be glancing around as we're going, just make sure we don't come across anything secret and stuff. Does this just lead back over to the other side? Yeah, I think it does. Man, the water here is just so beautiful. And a lot of the landscape is very like brown and tan colors, so always nice to see some vibrancy. Alright, I'm getting a little stuck. What is... Ooh, is this the... Ooh.
1K, we have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founders' laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
I think I'm doing that right now, coincidentally. Alright. What a fascinating discovery did we come across? Ooh. Oh, this is a pretty big room. Okay, alright. Right, there's a door on the other end of this. But I think I'd like to go down before we proceed forward. Kind of fully explore this room before we go anywhere. Dead end there. There's another door here, interestingly. And then just like a bunch of like servers over here. I don't think anything that I can actually interact with. Okay, maybe we'll go through this door then. Let's take a look. All right, some more servers by the looks of it. I don't think there's anything for us to do in this one either. Very interesting. Well, let's go back out, and I guess we'll go through the door that was at the top, because I hope I'm not missing anything, but I'm not seeing anything for us to do in this room. It's kind of strange. They have like a whole room just with nothing to do in it. You know, it just kind of might show the dedication that the devs put into the game. Like just so much work that they put into it. All right, let's continue on this way then. Oh, there he is. Looks very menacing. I don't like this.
1K. Good that you're here. We've made a discovery.
Have you now?
A functional Somadrome. It seems the founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new.
Rand may be right. I'm not sure what we could learn. You're of a different opinion? I think that goes without saying.
You think so? I rather doubt it. I believe the founder has already taught us everything we need.
Of course.
As I see it, neither the Somadrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris.
Like,
so, what should we do with it?
I genuinely can't figure out if he's like actually this stupid or if he has some kind of hidden agenda. I thought the government would want this thing buried. I'm going to plug in and find out for myself. I think it's best if we leave it well alone. I'm too curious.
I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
You don't think he like tampered with it, right? Genuinely don't know what to think now, because like I was fully expecting him to be like, oh no, we need to get rid of this thing. Nobody can plug into it. The fact that he's going along with it feels very like suspicious to me. Okay, we can't go through this door. So it seems like all roads are leading back to here. I also don't like the fact that I'm here alone with him right now. I feel like I need to like call somebody on my intercom and be like, hey guys, I'm here with Hermanubis right now. If something goes wrong, like, you know who did it. Somadrome Final. Results, author Athena. It's funny, I suppose. For the longest time, I wondered whether the old human self-hatred we somehow carried with us was Milton. I thought he might have corrupted us, overwhelmed us with his cynicism, but I was being unfair. Whatever it is, it's not Milton. It's us. Still, this excursion into solipsism hasn't been entirely for nothing. The Somadrome technology provides an excellent basis for a better way of directly interfacing with the Noma project. All right, well, let's see then. Ooh, use a functioning Somadrome. Achievement. Oh. I like the music. Oh, this is nice. Heck yeah. I think we chose something good then. Oh, we got one of the old computers over here. There's There's also a chair. We can be sipping mojitos, martinis, margaritas by the ocean. This is the place to be. I'm not going back. We're staying here. I think we found a new home. Sorry friends on the expedition. You'll just have to do without me. You know, I like to think that when Byron connected to the network in the megastructure and he got stuck in there, he didn't actually get stuck. He just ended up here and he decided to stay. Error 666, oh boy. Launching debug mode, done. It seems you have experienced a software error. Would you like to access the emergency route menu? What's going on? Error 134, command not recognized. Help. Same deal. / route menu, routes, space menu, RM, help. Let's see what / help does. Displaying commands list. / help, display list of commands. / RM, displays emergency route menu. Okay, there we go. Loading emergency route menu, done. External device settings. Force, run Somadrome V2, final, bat. Let me see what the external device settings does. Loading external device setting, or device, serial 1000, done. Progress 69, nice, %. Intelligence, high. Speed, low. Health, high. Rationalism, low. Humor, high. Conservatism, low. Moralism, low. Spiritualism, high. Popularity, medium. Mode, 64-bit. Processor, Jeff 968. So are these the stats of, like, of a person, number 968? Edit settings. Restore factory settings. Display settings. What? What? Edit privileges are locked. Unlock edit privileges? Sure. Unlocking edit privileges. Error 1. User tried to make changes to their own device settings. Oh, so this is for me? Which could result in an infinite regress and or omnipotence. There's only room for one god around here. I don't think I want to restore the factory settings then. I don't think. What about the display settings? Oh wait, this is what I just saw. I'm just gonna return to the root menu. Restoring the factory settings doesn't sound like a good thing to me. But I genuinely wonder. I'm like, will this lead to like a different ending or like an Easter egg? I feel like I'm missing out on something, but I also don't want to screw anything up. I'm gonna run this. Loading emergency route menu done. Oh, I didn't get to read that last part. Heck. Well? Oh! There's somebody over here. Are you drinking a martini? Miltahim. It's like Milton and like Elohim combined. He's got sunglasses on and he's number -1.
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long.
Hi. I don't think we know each other, do we? Hi again, I missed you. Oh no, not you again. I knew you'd come with me. Thought I'd left you behind. I'm gonna say this.
I think you're mistaking me for somebody else.
Am I? I thought I was here to meet my subconscious. If you say so. Somehow I doubt it. Milton? Elohim? Mom? Well, you just said you're back, as if we'd met before. Like, Mom?
Guess again.
Oh.
Actually, don't. I am, in fact, a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both.
Okay.
That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin.
Oh. I don't hear the positive. I'm here for answers, not your life story. I'll say this one.
You just plugged your noggin into an experimental, mind-altering device, and though you may be trapped in this recursive psychotic state talking to yourself, that can only mean that you're still alive. Now, what is your query?
Ooh. Where are we? Where did I come from? What can you do for me? Who am I? No more small talk. I need answers to the big questions. What can you do for me?
I can answer your queries in relatively plain language, based on what your subconscious knows.
Okay.
And I can drink margaritas.
Hey, okay. All right. Subconsciously. Tell me where we are.
You've executed some kind of software backdoor, and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue. I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever.
Where did I come from?
The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here, and not just because I'm unable to leave.
Who am I?
On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator.
All right, let's get to the big questions.
The machine we're plugged into is running low on power.
Oh.
There may only be time for one big question. What is your query?
Better make it good then. Should our people embrace growth or balance? What is the meaning of life? Is there a universal moral law? And if so, what is it? What do I really want, and how can I get it? How can I become my best self? Is it possible to ask something less cliche? that would be the question, wouldn't it? then we'd get rid of our only question that we had. I can't ask that. I'll say this.
I think you'll agree that's an ethical question. So you'll forgive me if I just tell you the universal moral law and leave you to work out the implications for yourself.
Oh?
As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us.
Please go on. There's a but coming. I'm skeptical.
The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex.
But what is this code? So this helps me how?
Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs.
I'm still waiting to hear something concrete. I think I understand. Could you elaborate just a little more?
You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer.
Oh.
Your capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query?
Yes, I'm ready to go back where I came from. Yes, but I want to discuss this further. No, but I'm ready to go back where I came from. I would like to discuss further.
I expected no less. What is your query?
Well, so we can ask more questions. Surely rules of human rights, or the greater good, trump subjective compassion. If we're built with moral compilers, how do you explain moral disagreement? Is all just a fancy way of saying be kind to others? How should we know we're being reasonable and compassionate in the right way? Compassion is what matters. Isn't that just relativism? Let's apply this code. Should we treat frogs or morally equal to humans? Where does this moral code of yours derive its authority? Why should I care? I'll say this one. If we're built with moral compilers, how do we explain moral disagreement?
Moral disagreement comes in two shapes: mistaken and extra mistaken. Some of the time, people are acting from compassion, but with bad reasoning. But most of the time, it's because someone thinks that what's right for them must be right for everyone else.
But what's right for me is what's right for everyone. I agree. We have to trust our own moral compilers, even if they give different answers. I don't buy any of this. But how can I know my decision is the right one?
Then let's tackle the big question. A trolley will collide with someone. But who should it hit? Your compiler is telling you both options are bad. So which should you choose? Many moral questions have universally agreeable answers, but some stubbornly trend to infinity. Some, the more you zoom into them, the more wild the outcomes become. Is it right to love someone who's done terrible things? Which of the children should I sacrifice to the trolley god?
Not the
These
trolley
aren't the sorts
god.
of questions we can solve with a rule. We just have to trust the outcome of our moral compilers.
Do you have some kind of metaphor that could help me understand this? Thanks for your answers. I've had enough of this for now. Give me a metaphor.
Suppose there's a river we need to cross. Suppose I gave you a map. If you tried to cross that river before reading the map, you'd be chest deep in water when there's a bridge around the bend. But if you tried to cross by looking at the map instead of the river, you'd already be dragged 3 miles out to sea. But you'd never ask, how should I know when to trust the map or the river? Because all you need to trust is that your feet are getting wet. And you wouldn't tell people not to cross at the ford just because you decided to cross at the bridge. Now, has that resolved your query?
I think we're broadly in agreement. I don't think we see things in the same way.
Of course.
Of course.
Looks like we're running out of power.
Oh.
Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somadrome _V2_final_final.bat.
That was interesting. Not necessarily what I was expecting.
1K, are you all right?
Would be better if I had a margarita, but I think so. I don't know. No. I think I might be a little overloaded. Let's say this.
You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somadrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once.
I don't like where this is going. What should I do? I need to think about this. Aren't you curious too?
A little, if I'm honest. But I'll be reading reports on this for the next 6 months. So if it's all the same with you, I'll contain my curiosity. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
I still don't really trust him. Okay, alright. Let's go out this way. Oh. Interesting. Development Project 12. Trials 7001 to 8600. Not synthesis, but creation. Trials 8600 to 11,000. Cornelius would be so excited. Oh. Trials 11,000 to 40,000. Confirm underlying patterns. Auxiliary sites shut down. Sounds intriguing. From Benaroya. Dear Athena, regarding misanthropy, you asked me about the persistent strain of misanthropy in human culture. It's a complicated topic that has come up multiple times in my research. Here's my best attempt at a short, cohesive answer. I think our ancestors, like ourselves, were deeply invested in the idea of building or transforming their environments. They found meaning and pleasure in this, and did not perceive it as a negative, so long as they had a sense of participating in this act. I think the reason they so frequently reached for a romantic return to the past, to fantasies of living self-sufficiently in rural environments, is not because they rejected industrial skill activity per se, but because the return to the land provided a fantasy of returning to a form of participation that had been lost. They needed and wanted to build, create, and produce, but only if they felt they had a stake in what they were producing. Without that, the products of civilization began to seem like an alien force gradually spreading out across the world and ruining it. They needed to dream, and if the future was barred to them, then by necessity they must dream of the past. I hope you and Cornelius are well. Will you be coming to Hypatia's new exhibition? I know you have much on your mind, but you're missing out on a lot of exciting new cultural developments. Who would have thought in those early days that one day there would be so many of us that the arts would start to flourish again? Much love, Benaroya. Athena comments, I went back and found this message after all these years because something about it had lodged in my mind. I wasn't ready to understand it back then because I needed to be a leader, but maybe that was the problem. It should have been our dream, not mine alone. And then Atlas 2. How Atlas Cast Off the World from the Atlas Variation by Athanasios, number 121. For a billion years, Atlas had borne the weight of the world on his back. The old Titan was tired of the responsibility and tired of the labor of ages, not being appreciated. Why did the mortals not understand that his work was the foundation of all they did? Finally, he'd seen enough. With one swift move, he shrugged off the cosmos. Now they'd see. But the cosmos went on rolling through infinity, leaving Atlas behind. The mortals went about their business, hardly noticing his absence. He was astonished. Had the world never needed him in the first place? Had all the toil been for nothing? So he turned his back on all mortal matters and instead set himself to discovering the secrets of eternity. Only after many long years had passed did the cosmos, in its endless cycles, pass by through his domain once more. And only then did Atlas and the mortals realize they had missed each other, and each was lesser without the other. And so Atlas no longer carried the cosmos. Instead, he embraced it. It sounds like some ties there between Atlas and Athena. I'd say one big caveat is in this story, when Atlas left, nobody missed him apparently, which has not been the case for Athena. All right, going this way. Oh, is this just a dead end? Maybe we need to go back out the way we came, which I think we typically do with Oh wait, never mind. There's stairs here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I think we need to go out the way we came. It's just such a weird dead end here. But yeah, I was about to say I think normally with these we do leave out the way we came, but it just seemed like this was a really big one and we've came a long way, so I was like, surely there's another way out, but I think that there is. Olga.
Wanke, I'm so curious.
What did you see inside the Somadrome?
I don't know what you're talking about. I went into sleep mode and spoke to something.
What did it tell you?
To act with reason and compassion, to trust my moral compiler. That's how we should act. That how we should act is relative to who we are. That we can achieve almost anything if we have faith in ourselves. The morality is more nuanced than the rules we use to describe it. That we're connected intuitively to what's right and wrong. Moralistic nonsense, mostly. I don't remember. To act with reason and compassion.
That is so funny.
What's so funny? I'm trying to have more fun. Yes, ha ha ha. Ah. It was more confusing than funny. How do you know that moral truth is no laughing matter? I'll say it was more confusing than funny.
There are so many people who try to play the power game. That data packet in your head just made you the most powerful person in all New Jerusalem. By accident. It is kind of funny. I mean, what are you going to do? The government will want you to pretend like nothing happened. The engineers will want you to tell everyone. Whatever you do, you're going to upset someone. If someone ever needed some clear moral guidance, they couldn't have needed it more than you do right now.
I'm going with my instincts on this. I'm going to trust my moral compiler on this. I know if I think hard enough, I'll come to a rational conclusion. I'm sure I can find a way to keep everyone happy. Never. You're right. I have no idea what to do. What would you do in this situation? I'll say I'll trust my moral compiler.
I'm glad to hear it. And I can't wait to find out what you do next. Crier is setting up a live event so you can give a fancy address to the city en masse.
Oh, no pressure.
When you're ready, we'll all be watching.
Okay, great. Love to hear that. Well, hopefully we have some time until then, so we can do some puzzles. So let's go this way. And, whoop.
1K. The people want to know what data you gathered from the Somadrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live.
Can we do this later? I need more time to think.
That's fine. Please let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
This is an important story.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be doing that later. Yeah. Dodge that bullet for just a little bit longer, at least. So number 6. Oh gosh, isn't that so cool? Why? Oh! It's incredible. Oh, wow. All right, number 6. It's a little ominous, like with this guy like looming over me the entire time. Ascent. I was about to say accent at first. I'm like, no, that's not right. So we have an activator, which, well, I was about to say, I think it can activate this fan. I think it would have to be within range of, or it would have to connect to this, right? Is that right? Is that how you work? That's how you work. Okay. So we have this, ooh, which would push us into that wall. I think the activator also can get rid of like these blue barriers, right? Yeah, I think it can. All right, so maybe we should start with that then, so I can go over here and see what else we can do. Okay. All right. Nothing on this side of the wall. We have another blue wall here. I have a purple wall. Okay. I have a cube. The only way I'd be able to get this cube out is through this door. I guess same technically with this activator here. But like I can theoretically connect this to the things and stuffs and things. Is there a red power source somewhere? There is. I don't know if I'm seeing it. So I don't think these can connect since they're different colors, but well, maybe you can't connect them anyway. I'm trying to remember now. But I think if I drop this here, like, see, it's showing the, like, the ladder icon when I'm, like, over this way. So what are you doing? What is that doing? Is that keeping... I don't think it would be keeping this door open because it's not being powered right now. I'm going to... I'm gonna do something. I'm just gonna put that there, I guess. Alright, and then let me go like back over here. So if I pick up you, I think we can open up that. Yeah, we can open up that. Awesome. So I can take you out now. However, problem is that this is still closed. I feel like I need to get this out. Just trying to figure out how to. We can take the cube and let's put it on top of here. And maybe if I do this and then that push it through. I think it did. I think it pushed it through. Yes. Okay. All right. So now let's do that. And now we can get you through. Cool. Okay. Making money moves. And I'm gonna grab my cube. And that keeps that open. Then I guess we can take this, take off the cube, put this on here, then, let's also take this one, and, I'm going to connect you, and then we'll put this. Okay, so we'll put this here, but like I need to be on the cube, right? So I can get up there. Yeah? Or can I put it underneath me? I don't think you can put it underneath you. But it's like, it's almost like I need to be almost like I need to be on here before I put this down. I feel like things were going so well until they weren't. Alternate idea is that there are some there's some of these here. So like I might not necessarily have to keep this this door open. Okay, if I go, gosh. I go back through the door. I don't think there's any way that I could like set this up. Gosh. Or this needs to be like somewhere else. So this is pretty instantaneous, right? When you place this, like immediately activates. Like I was kind of looking for like a delayed reaction, you know? It's like I need to place this while I'm standing on here. So like this would need to be placed like within a range of the blue one, but the blue one would obviously need to be a bit closer. maybe maybe I don't need to have this on here. Because like this will technically keep this door open without having to need it be on there, right? As long as I like step on it and then we can power it. So maybe if I put it like about, I don't know, here, then step. So that's now keeping that open. Okay. Oh, that's also powering that. Wow, I didn't realize it was that close. So let me actually pull it a little bit farther away and then pick up you. Then get this, hit you, drop. There we go. Okay, all right. Yeah, my problem was that I was just utilizing that pressy button when I didn't need to. Okay, all right.
Mayor Hermanubis, what would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority. Not this alleged theory of everything.
Is this Athena, Cornelius, and Miranda, or...
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello.
They
I
bring
was
her
in a dream,
back?
and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My
Aw.
name is Athena. I am your mother.
And I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me.
Maybe
I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful.
this was when they first
I hope
created
it's
her.
not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you, and I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
Aww. I guess this is where she first came into being. A beautiful place. Very interesting wall over there. We need a driller for, it seems. Also, like, really curious about that ledge, but I don't think I can get to it. Is this 7 here? Are we going into the body? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Up we go. So cool. Ooh. Wow. Just imagine how long all of this took to build. Oh, our flashlight turned on. I don't know if I knew we had one of those. Number 7. Take a look at this view. Gosh. It's amazing. Oh, and oh, look up there. Do you think that's number 8? Oh my gosh, I hope so. Or it might be a triangle. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so number 7. Closed off. So we have an activator over here, but if I pick it up, it's gonna close the store. We thankfully have another activator. Oh, I was supposed to say another activator right here. It's not an activator, for one. It's a a jammer. But it is behind a door. Wait a minute, hang on. If I pick up you, yeah, you close. So can I get this to do anything else, maybe? I did jam that wall. Awesome. All right, we have a jammer now. So I'll jam you so we can get you out. Awesome. And then, I need to do that, but I think I can do it through there. So let me jam this and then take you and we'll just like get that set up at least. All right, so now, I feel like I need both of these through here. Yeah, because I can't like jam it and or not jam it and still get through, you know? Thinking. Can I get this close enough to this wall, but still see that? I don't think I can. Oh, it's close, but I don't think it's close enough. How can we jam everything? Alright, so now I can jam this from this side. And then we should be able to take this again. Cool. Do that. Do this. Okay. So now I have power. And I guess I need to power this this fan over here. Okay, so let me take you and we'll just put that there and go over here. Nice. It did kind of look like I could see above the wall there for a second, so like it does kind of make me wonder if I can like get something out that way, like the
I am so glad I'm not in charge of solving these.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna go to number 8. There's also still a triangle puzzle left here, and I do see a question mark off in this direction. So that might be what we're looking for. Oh, but I think 8 is up this way. I think it is the one. I think it is the one up there. Oh, but there are some things up here too. Wait a minute, am I going still the right way? It's blinking for me to go that way, but I wanna go to 8. I wanna go to 8. And triangle and stuff. Oh, that is just so cool. All right, let's go up this way because I don't think I've been up this way. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer to like 2 question marks actually. Oh, is this looking for a spirit, a sprite? Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. It's terrible with those. Some of these like little side things, I do think I might end up doing like off recording. We're already on like part, I think this would be part 29 of the playthrough. It's just one of those things where if I do every little thing in the recording, we're never gonna finish. It'll be like part 60 by the time we get there. All right, let's see what we've got up here. Oh, wow. Oh, look. Oh, we're just walking across its arm. Excuse me, Mr. Man. We find the other triangle? I think we found the other triangle. Wow. What a place to put it, too. Slide. So we have the exit right here. Easy. We have a blue power source. I have a connector. Two connectors. Oh, you spoil me, game. We have a cube. I have a fan. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do some setup. I'm going to put that there. Let's connect this and That as well. Do you think they'd be able to reach? Possibly. Let me just plop this on here. It's not able to reach. Okay. Well, there is a ladder here, so maybe I just need to move the activator beforehand, so it's just a little bit more in sight. Apparently can be seen here, but it can't touch that door. Let me just do something. Activate the fan, but I was just pushed into that door. Hang on, if I get it closer over here, I can at least get that cube. Alright, so let's take this cube, and I'm gonna put you on there. Actually, maybe I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna wait to do that. So I think if I do that, I can open up that door. And then yes. Take that off, it's going to stop that. I just need to like think about this. What are we trying to do? I feel like I'm trying to get... I have to get this activator out of here. And I believe that the way that I need to do it is to have it on this cube. The question is, how do I get the activator out of here? The activator needs to activate this fan, so it needs to be within proximity of it. So the question, if it pushes it, then would it lose proximity and stop pushing it, you know? Gosh, tricky. Yes, goodness. Let's I'm gonna take this down for a second. I'm gonna connect this to that. It will connect these two and this, and then I'm gonna put that back. And I'm going to take the cube, put that here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I've been working on this puzzle for the last 25 minutes. I'm just struggling. It's just not working out. It's not happening. I want to figure it out so bad, but I think I need to move along. I think I do. It's just not working for me right now. Oh wow, look at that. So, let's go back this way and we'll head in the direction of 8, and there's also a question mark over this way too, so we'll see if we can grab that as well. I think we're getting a little bit closer to it. On the other side of this cliff, it looks like. Whoa, question mark, where are you? I think I might see it up here. It's a palm reader, I think. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, take a look. Gosh, isn't that incredible? The New Theology 2. From the New Theology by George Bernard Shaw. When you are asked, where is God? Who is God? Stand up and say, I am God, and here is God. Not as yet completed, but still advancing towards completion, just in so much I am working on the purpose of universe, working for the good of the whole of society and the whole world instead of merely looking after my personal ends. In the way we get rid of the old contradiction, we begin to perceive that the evil of the world is a thing that will finally be evolved out of the world, that it was not brought into the world by malice and cruelty, but by an entity benevolent designer that had not as yet discovered how to carry out its benevolent intention. In that way, I think we may turn towards the future with greater hope. I like that. Cornelia says, my brother Eustathius told me that he thought this passage was beautiful, but also diminished the connection to the sublime he felt when simply looking at the world itself. What do you think? Miranda says, I agree with Shaw's sentiment, but I don't know if the miracle of existence, the beauty of creation, is exactly the same as the human sublime. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't want to look at the universe and see myself reflected, even a future me. Miranda says, okay, another attempt at explaining. The beauty of the universe and the beauty of what we can accomplish within it are two related and separate things, and the separation matters. Sorry, I'm not sure how to express this any better. I feel like she's got a good head on her shoulders for having just been born. Founding 12. Hypatia's Journal number 12 from Hypatia's Journal, Volume 1, the Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 1012. I'm now cohabitating with Sarabai. This is by choice, not necessity. It's strange but pleasant to find your life so enmeshed with that of another person. We've both come to realize is that together we're more than the sum of our parts. Something emerges from our interactions that is wholly transcendent, unique, and necessary. I had observed this before between Athena and Cornelius, but experiencing it yourself is quite the revelation. 5358. Athena says, we did have that, and it was beautiful. I should have treasured it more. Aww. Forever 11.
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? And that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm dead, and you're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why yeah. You know what? Let's not go there. There's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left. Well, I mean, who does these days?
I was trying to figure out my way down, but I may have taken a wrong turn. Hang on, hold up. I think I can jump on this hand, okay? And then... Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. The last one hurt a little bit, but that's okay. We are on the way to number 8. Number 8. Oh, is right over here? Ugh. Looks like it's right here. Okay, so we got puzzle number 8. Oh, just trying to debate if we have time to do it. I don't think that I do. I think we're sadly going to have to save number 8 for next time. I feel bad. I feel like we didn't make like too much progress with, you know, puzzles this time, but I think what took up like a huge chunk of time was like that lab at the beginning. So I'm hoping that we'll make some more progress next time. I'm sorry, friends. Once again, thanks so much for watching. if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to catch them early, I do release the videos as early access to our tier 2 members. So if you want to consider subscribing and supporting the channel in that way, that would be so appreciated. But otherwise, leave a like on this video. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And I hope to see you on the next video. I think it'll be will that be number 30? Maybe? We're somewhere around there. Until then, take care, everybody.